Chino and I both teach the 8th grade band, so this evening we'll be taking turns throughout the concert, and then the 7th graders will be in the middle, and then at the end we have a special surprise. Although I know some of your kids already told you what it was, but pretend.
My name is Madison and I play the flute. Our next piece, written by Gustav Holst and arranged by Michael Story, is called Fantasia on the Garden, and is arguably one of our most complicated pieces. It features a completely new time signature that the band has learned, 6/8. Added to the challenge, some sections like low brass have to play in 3/4, a completely different time signature from the rest of the band. With its upbeat, bouncy tempo and dynamic mood shift, Fantasia on the Darkness will keep you entertained until the very end.
Thank you. I'm proud of the 8th grade for doing that. I've tried that piece before with different bands and never really have been able to perform it, so we're really going to miss them next year, although hopefully we'll still see them at the high, a lot of them. So I'll turn it over to Mrs. Musili and the 7th grade band.
So our first selection is the 7th grade band is the Rocky Mountain Romp. It's a piece based on the West, and while we wait for the percussion, all the percussion are on stage. It's a lot easier to come up in the corner, so you'll see that we're switching over from 8th grade to 7th grade, and that it takes a bit of time because each piece requires different percussion equipment, unlike where everybody else in the band, if you're a flute player, you're playing flute for the whole concert. But if you're a percussionist, your instruments change throughout the evening. We have been doing a lot of music this year. We also are learning 3/4 time. So you'll see our pieces are between 4/4 time and 3/4 time. 3/4 time is a little bit different. They're not used to it. It's an odd meter. We live life in 4/4. 3/4 is a little wonky, so we have every other tune is in 3/4 time. Rocky Mountain Rock, 4/4. You guys ready? That's okay. Wait for it. Our next selection is a piece titled As Winds Dance, and special guest, Mrs. Cappuccino. Our percussionist went home sick today, so she's going to be playing a little bit, she's looking at it for the first time. Go, Mrs. Cap. Everybody stare at her. She fits right in.
name Lux Spiritus was written in honor of Judy Hauschwell, whose teaching inspired this lovely and complicated piece. This music is like a roller coaster ride with multiple solos, slow sections, and upbeat sections, sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Speaking of roller coasters, we will also be playing this song at our annual Hershey Park trip, so enjoy a preview of our performance.
We have 3 violins here, and we had Ande on the timpani, which is a really important part, and we have 2 others that are missing, but we were really studying that so that we're hoping to get a nice Superior in Hershey Park on Friday. And our second song is Chester.
Hi, my name is Alba and I play the flute. I hope you've enjoyed our song so far.
Our next piece is Chester Variations by Elliot Del Borgo. This composition is based on William Billings' famous melody, Chester. There's lots of rhythm development and variety. In addition to Lux Spiritus, we will be playing this song on our trip to Hershey Park. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
So this year, Mrs. Cappuccino and I had the privilege of working with the Target Teach program in Parsippany. And what that involves are seniors that are interested in pursuing a career in education and giving it a shot. So they take time out of their schedule at the high school and go visit various teachers, and then they get to teach and work with the kids. So this year we were lucky to have Dominic, who, I don't know, is a young gentleman right now. He's in the 8th grade band. He is going to Westchester University to become a music teacher. So he worked with the 6th grade band, 7th grade band, 8th grade band, and he is going to be conducting a piece. Someone has an announcement, I won't give it away, but I know you know this piece.
Hello, I'm Liana, and I play the trombone. Our next piece is going to be conducted by Dominic Caponegro. He's a senior at Persephone High School and has done an excellent job conducting us throughout the school year. Now about the piece, you'll hear many different sections prominently getting the melody, as well as the use of many different dynamics throughout this tune. It contains one of the most famous rock riffs ever recorded, and was a hit for Deep Purple in 1972. Please enjoy Smoke on the Water.
Our next selection is the can-can. Back when people watched TV, there was something called a commercial, and during the shock ride, they would have the can-can sale. Who remembers that? Am I the only one? Yeah, so this music would be heard during that commercial. Clearly, it was not written for the ShopRite can-can sale. So here's our version of the can-can written by last selection for the 7th grade band is a pirate piece called Blackbeard. So this is our final piece in our 3/4 time that we've been working on this year. We also were working on repeat bars and following directions in music. Sometimes you just don't have a page of music where you start at the beginning and you end at the end. There's a lot of things happening in the middle, going back, paying attention, all the different terminology that they learned this year. So here is Blackbeard. The first yo-ho-hos at the beginning of the year, they did not want to do, because they finally were able to get into this year.
Hi, my name is Vera and I play the flute. Our next song is the Beatles' 1964, arranged by Michael Brown. This medley of Beatles consists of 3 songs, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, And I Love Her, and Twist and Shout. The Beatles, also known as the Fab Four, were a British rock band formed in Liverpool in 1960. They also once held the record for the best-selling music album of all time. We hope you enjoy our next song, the Beatles' 1964.
trumpet, and bass guitar, Tony and Sajad. Give them a round of applause. Nice job, guys. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sophia Rehan and I play the drums. This next piece, conducted by Mr. Musili, is recognizable within the first few notes. It was the Backstreet Boys' greatest hit on their album Millennium. We all loved this song and begged Mrs. Musili to learn and play for a concert. She found an arrangement by Michael Brown, but it had some missing parts. For added ensemble, we have Alicia Chen on piano and myself on drum set. Now, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy I Want It That Way.
I think they played us better than the Backstreet Boys. We're lucky tonight we have Mr. Jordan Peters. He is the marching band director at Parsippany High School. And yay! Right. So we have a lot of kids going up to the high next year in the marching band, and we'd like Mr. Peters to say a couple words.
Thank you again for letting me talk tonight, and what an amazing job by our 7th and 8th grade bands. Thank you for practicing nonstop. Mr. Musili and Ms. Cap, I know you're sad that they're going to be leaving, but I'm going to be happy that they're coming to the high. So, I'm going to talk to you about marching band, but more importantly, music at Parsippany in general. So, we have our wind ensemble at the high, we have our concert band at the high, we have jazz band, our pit for the musical. We have our marching band, which is what I direct. We have guitar and piano class as well. For marching band, if you want your child to be a part of a marching band, so incoming 9th graders, incoming freshmen, please register online. You have most of them already have, so I'm very thankful for that. But that is due on June 14th, so if you haven't done it yet, please do so, okay? We need you to make next year's band success. If your child is going to VOTEC, they could still join the marching band. Just because they go to VOTEC, they're still part of the PHSMB if they want to join. We have competitions throughout the year. We compete at MetLife Stadium every single year. We go on big trips, such as Disneyland, California, every 4 years. Next year, we'll be going on a smaller trip, about 4 days, 3 nights, either to Boston or to DC, Virginia, Maryland, somewhere along that nature. I know, but I can't say anything because I have high school members in the audience, so I can't ruin the surprise for them until Mr. Delahian lets them know. We have our read-through night, so incoming freshmen, please join us. That will be on June 11th at 6 p.m. Parents, you're more than welcome to join us as well. That's going to be our Meet the Boosters night. And that is, the Boosters are an amazing parent organization that help run the PHSMB, that help run the PHS Wind Ensembles and the concert bands, and help organize and support all great events. And please support the Boosters and the bands. This Saturday at the car wash over at IHOP, it's $5 for your car to get washed, but then you get a $5 IHOP coupon as well. And again, thank you for letting me talk. Band is such a fun environment. I see all these kids up here and down there having fun throughout this concert. I want that to continue when they get to the high. Thank you.
Also next year, the 7th graders will be our new 8th graders, and they already start participating in a lot of exciting activities. So for example, next year, we start off by playing our pep rally here in the fall. They will also participate with the high school marching band one night. They get to play in the stands with the marching band. They learn some stand tunes, and with those stand tunes, that's how we do our pep rally here. And then in November, I believe, we don't have a date yet, they get to play for the incoming 5th graders. So all the 5th grade elementary schools come into here, and then we do a concert with the orchestra and the choir, and it's a lot of fun. Then we'll also do a concert, I think in December, with the high school. They go and play with the high school. They did that this winter, and they'll be doing that as well. And I know the 8th graders are going to be performing with the high school, right, with Mrs. Neglio this week. So we've been busy, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of excitement. The last tune that we're going to play as an ensemble is Encanto. We've been working on it all year. It's not an easy piece. I actually played this piece with the group that I play in, and they're playing it as well. It's a lot of fun. Please enjoy our version of Encanto.
Hi, my name is Sahana and I play the flute. Our last but not least piece for 8th grade is Selection from Encanto, which contains music by Lin-Manuel Miranda and arranged by Paul Murphy. The selection includes music from The Family Magical, We Don't Have Got Bruno, Two Orejitas, Surface Pressure, and Waiting on a Miracle. You might recognize these songs from the movie Encanto released in 2021. We hope you enjoy the next piece and you enjoyed our concert so far. Thank you.
Okay, so they did fantastic, so pleased. We're going to do a quick change. We actually have a jazz band this year that the kids have been giving up their Friday lunchtime to come in and work. And we put two pieces together, so we have a combination of some 7th graders and 8th graders. So at this time, 7th graders that are not involved, please stand up and go that way this time. And you can sit at the table. Go that way. Josh, Victoria, Olivia. Our staff section, Anisha, Ria, Arzu, Miles, Nisa, Asher, and Vera, our jazz band. All right, so we kind of did like 2 tunes, a little celestial program. Our first number is Climbing to the Moon.
Thank you.
I really, really, really mean it. I want to thank our administration, Mr. Craig, Dr. Rowan, Mr. Flanagan, Mrs. Otto, our music supervisor, Mrs. Caravano. They definitely support the arts and is so, so very important in this town. We are filled with music and joy, and it's very exciting. I work in a great department with Ms. Nicados and Mrs. Cappuccino and Mr. Guano, the choir teacher, and it's such a delight and joy to work with people that you really, really love and have fun with and learn with. Thank you. Have a great summer.